I tell you what blows my mind, glitches in the Matrix. Those moments where reality stutters, where something happens that just doesn't make sense, and no matter how hard you try, you can't explain it. Today I've got 2 glitch in the Matrix stories for you, and the first one's called My Mum's Face Pixelated. This story comes from Josh, who noticed something really strange happening with his mum, something that they both experienced. So it was a random Friday night and Josh and his mum were sitting on the couch talking about family and eating dinner like they usually do. Josh was looking at his mum while she was talking to him when suddenly her face became pixelated for a split second, like a computer program rendering a frame incorrectly. Josh wasn't drunk, he doesn't take drugs, and his eyesight is perfect. There was no possible explanation. It creeped him out so much that he hasn't been able to bring himself to go back and see his mum since that day. What made it even stranger was his mum had been unusually distant towards him ever since, through texts and calls. Yesterday, Josh finally plucked up the courage to call her and tell her what had happened. And that's when she said something that absolutely blew him away. She said that she'd seen his face do the exact same thing, and it completely freaked her out, and that's why she'd been so distant lately. So what happened to Josh and his mum? Did they momentarily see behind the veil of reality? A glitch in how the world renders itself? Whatever it was, both of them saw it. And that's the part that doesn't add up. The second story is called Her Nose Stud Glitched Out of Reality. This story comes from a lady named Paige. What happened to her doesn't really fit with how reality's supposed to work. Paige got her nose pierced about 6 weeks ago. The piercing came out really easily because it didn't have a back on it. A couple of weeks ago, when Paige was in the shower, she wasn't being careful enough when washing her face. She felt her nose stud come out of her nose and watched it fall to the shower floor. Before she could even react, she watched it go down the drain. She quickly turned off the water and tried to retrieve the stud, but it was no use. It was definitely gone. Paige made a quick dash to the store and got a new stud to put in her nose. Luckily, she got there just in the nick of time. Fast forward 2 weeks, and she was just lying in bed, scrolling on her phone. Then she felt something sharp digging into her hip. To her absolute shock, it was the same nose stud that she'd watched go down the shower drain. Paige lives alone and had already changed the bedding twice since it happened. She only has her ears pierced other than her nose, so she didn't have any other jewellery remotely similar to it. She definitely didn't have another nose stud. So she can't work out how it ended up in her bed. So what's really going on here? Is it a glitch in the Matrix? Is reality drunk? Or is it something else entirely? That's for you to decide. Tell me your glitch in the Matrix stories in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.